Ancient Gods Reappear After 100,000 Years by DarkCreator15. Chapter 15. The Primordial Black. Author's note. In case you missed it, you are supposed to read Chapter 0 origin story at the beginning before this chapter. So I thought it is high time now that I provide the power scaling of characters and where everyone stand on the new scale. You mean I should have done this from the beginning? Well, whatever. So first off, the SS rank starts at True Demon Lord level. Specifically, the first Walpurgis Luminous is at the borderline of this tier. Everyone weaker than her belong to the S rank category. The S rank begins at around Hinata Gazel level. The SSS rank begins at True Dragon level. In other words, if you are an SSS rank means you are at least as strong as a True Dragon. That's a bare minimum, like the bare minimum. So does that mean True Dragons are no big deal? No, this does not. By True Dragon level 1 mean the lowest level at which you would still be called a True Dragon, in other words, pre-unsealed Veldora who didn't have any US. And where does Rimuru stand, you ask? Well, he is going to be the strongest SSS class creature. Meaning no other SSS class can defeat Rimuru alone, but he could be defeated if multiple SSS classes come together. Yeah, it has to be this way, otherwise there would be no fun for him, right? Right. So he is only going use that much percentage of his power to satisfy this criteria. Don't worry, Prime Rimuru is invincible, but Prime Rimuru will get bored so he doesn't stay in his prime. So it will be overall Rimuru SSS equals True Dragons SS equals Luminous True Demon Lords weaker than Luminous S equals Hinata Gazel. The ancient gods are all SSS class or borderline SSS class. That's all. Do tell me if you think it will be better off at the beginning, and I will shift it. I see. That's where I went wrong. Either I should have never given it so much attention and created a balance from the beginning so that it wouldn't have gotten that much attached to me, or I shouldn't have left it at all. Yes, Master. That seems to be the case. No matter. It's gone now. Let's focus on what we have to do next. With that, Rimuru teleported to the place of the sealed last fragment. In heaven, a large, magnificent-looking hall, floating on what seemed like a floor of clouds, but still solid. There was an atmosphere of divinity all around. Chairs were lined on both sides of the hall, meant for their designated higher god to sit. In the middle was a grandiose throne which was always decorated brilliantly, for the supreme deity Layla was sitting on it. Layla-sama. It looks like the demon lord Kumba has declared war on us, said Tina with a worried expression. What? Why would he do that all of a sudden? Asked Layla in surprise. I am not sure, but recently my head church in the mortal realm has been attacked by a demon, who slaughtered all of the knights and priests and stole the sacred jewel that I liked. Since the demon was able to do that, that means it was very strong. And it is a known fact that all the strong and well-known demons have aligned themselves with the demon lord Kumba, so if this is not a declaration of war then I don't know what it is, explained Tina. Did you rule out the exceptions of the black demons? Asked Rokus. The black demons? You mean the psychomaniacs who refuse to align with anyone and simply waiting for their so-called progenitor who doesn't even exist? Yeah, I highly doubt those Packards even have the brain cells to think about such an attack, said Tina with an annoyed face. Now. Don't let your prejudices blind your judgment. If it is true that the black demons have made a move, then that means that the primordial black has returned, completed Layla. What? But how is that possible? The primordials are just a myth. You said so yourself, Layla-sama, that you have never seen a primordial demon in your life, and you are one of the oldest beings in existence who were born at the time of the great beginning 100,000 years ago. Even if, hypothetically speaking, they used to exist at one point of time, they are all dead and gone now. It's nonsense to believe that one would suddenly just up and come now, said Tina, refusing to acknowledge it at all. Yeah, that is true. I have never seen a primordial demon myself, nor have there been any instances which indicate otherwise, but. Flashback. Hey mister, what happened to that wizard next? Well, you see, after absorbing the power of others, the wizard got overconfident. He thought that now he is the strongest and could take on anyone, and so he went out in pursuit of his and his kingdom's selfish goals. But then, as if to punish the silly wizard for his misdeeds, God sent a demon to punish him. The demon appeared in front of the wizard and offered him one last chance to surrender, but the wizard in his overconfidence and ego, attacked the demon. The next thing that happened was a nightmare. The demon was so overwhelmingly strong that he neutralized the strongest of the wizard's attacks with a flick of his finger. The wizard soon realized his mistake as he recognized the demon in front of him, and passed out due to sheer terror. Such was the demon standing in front of him was. After punishing him for his sins, the generous demon again gave the wizard one last chance, and accepted him as his servant. The end. Now you better go to sleep. Ho! That was one terrible demon to have beaten the great wizard in such a way. So who was that demon that was sent by God? That was, the primordial black, Diablo. Flashback end. But what, Layla-sama? Asked Tina as Layla came back to her senses. Oh, it's nothing. Keep an eye on Kumba and what he does next. If he really is behind all this, we will not hesitate to go to war. Yes, Layla-sama. It doesn't matter anymore. It's been a 100,000 years since then and I am now the strongest. A mere primordial cannot be a big deal for me anymore. So this is it. It brings back memories, said Rimuru, as he was standing in front of the seal of the last fragment. The fragment seems to have been neutralized completely and lost its existence. Alright. Seal break the seal, and free void god Azathoth only. Yes, master. With that, Seal partially unsealed the seal and took back the ultimate skill. Yosh. I missed you a lot, my skill.